would play with some like that, bro. We got a kid, yo. Fucking weird and you should have asked if we was good. Do you need to send?
Play with some like that, brother. We got a youngster yod. You ought to have inquired as to whether we was great. Do you really want to send security around there since Blue got secured? Everyone been frantic about who's in the house. You all could do without the fall, and you all could do without my dumb man. In a sensational development, strains raised between Christian Stone and WACK 100, and it's standing out as truly newsworthy wherever the quarrel between these two characters has arrived. At a limit with Chrisean evening out a few serious allegations against the famous director, yet what might have prompted such a searing a conflict, we should dig into the subtleties. 50 a.m. In the first part of the day, while it's as yet dim outside, Blue Dad go outside to go to work for Truly in a new live stream that had fans as eager and anxious as can be. Chrisean described a nerve-wracking occasion, including an endeavored theft at her home in the early hours of the morning. It was a scene straight out of a spine-chiller film. Blueface's dad, who as of now dwells with Chrisean, ventured out into the peaceful haziness of the carport to go to work, yet his arrangements were unexpected. Ed, when he found his vehicle tire sliced, leaving him abandoned. I can't be held at gunpoint, not no B. And it's so insane in light of the fact that it resembles I think God just saved him on front for genuine, no doubt. And that was only a hint of something larger. To his shock, he wound up eye with two furnished attackers hell-bent on breaking into the home. They were attempting to get within the home so they could ransack it. Chrissy, and related with a discernible feeling of dread and dearness. Yet they didn't anticipate seeing Blueface's father there. When they understood he had nothing significant on him, they ran away from the area. The weightiness of the circumstance hit the nail on the head for Chrisean, who underlined the requirement for elevated safety efforts to safeguard herself and her kid. I have a child to deal with. She's focused on her voice, bound with concern. I can't have gatecrashers jeopardizing our security yet. When you thought the show had arrived at top, Chrisean dropped it. Stunner allegations sent shockwaves through the business. In a sensational new development, she pointed the finger unequivocally at, in all honesty, WACK 100, charging his contribution in coordinating the unnerving break-in a red-hot Instagram live meeting. Chrisean didn't mince her words. Are you in any event getting yourself included? You should be the mother that sent them here to robbers. Discussing it didn't work out yet. What is she in any event? Referring to how about we sort it out as pressure between Chrisean Stone and WACK 100 arrive at a breaking point. It's vital to comprehend the setting encompassing this unstable quarrel. WACK 100 isn't simply your common music supervisor. He's a compelled to be dealt with in the business conceived Cash Jones. WACK rose up out of the roads with a hawker's attitude, utilizing his road smarts into a fruitful profession in music. The board, from his initial days overseeing specialists like The Game to his flow job overseeing Blueface's vocation, WACK 100 has shown what him can do as a wise moderator and clever money manager. Anyway, WACK 100's prosperity hasn't come without its reasonable portion of debates. He's no more abnormal to struggle frequently, winding up entangled in warmed questions with craftsmen and industry insiders. The same, his fierce methodology and straightforward demeanor have procured him the two admirers and naysayers in equivalent measure. One of WACK 100's most eminent contentions is his continuous fight with Chrisean Stone. This isn't an instance of two characters conflicting. It's a conflict of self-images and plans. WACK 100 has clarified that he sees Chrisean as an interruption to Blueface's profession, and he won't hesitate to express his real thoughts about it. Did you notice, like in any event, when you hit him, we assumed a deficit? This truckload of addressing, I get no. It's not addressing we L million. In a new episode of Insane and Love on the Zeus organization, WACK 100 didn't keep down while tending to Blueface and Chrisean's turbulent relationship. He obtusely expressed that their association was terrible for business, contending that it degraded Blueface's fanbase regardless of Chrisean's dissent. In actuality, WACK stood firm in his conviction that her presence was disturbing Blueface's prosperity. My director just thing I'm saying this, might we at any point keep the individual? This conflict is the very most recent in a progression of conflicts between WACK 100 and Chrisean. Rock from public disagreements via virtual entertainment to warm trades in secret, their relationship has been everything except genial, and with WACK 100's total assets of $5 million out of 2024, as per Rich Gorilla, He's not somebody to be messed with in the midst of the turbulent hurricane of show encompassing Blueface's new capture and ensuing detainment. The quarrel between Christian Stone and WACK 100 has heightened to remarkable levels as the residue chooses Blueface's lawful difficulties. The spotlight turns back to the turbulent connections and clashing accounts that have ruled features generally, that handle all that WACK handle it. You're not speaking with me. You at any point keep the individual I need to converse with. Blueface's destiny dubious in a correctional facility until July. Attempt at finger pointing is going full bore and Chrisean Rock ends up at the focal point. All things considered, allegations fly like bolts as WACK 100 doesn't keep down in that frame of mind. In a scorching remark on Instagram, he burns through no time, laying blah decisively at Chrisean's feet, guaranteeing she's the impetus behind Blueface's detainment cap. A clout get, she's the explanation he's in there. Imitation the cap, he states with the certainty of somebody persuaded of their reality. Yet WACK 100 isn't the only one in his allegations. Blueface's mom, Carissa Saffel, joins the ensemble, embroiling both Christian and Jaden Alexis in her child's legitimate misfortunes in a sincere supplication via virtual entertainment. And Saffel portrays maternal pain, regretting the results of her child's wild connections. Jaden got him one charge, Rock got him the one that disregarded the other. She uncovers her words held up with a mother's distress. A powerful second highlights the weightiness of the circumstance and clues at the unpredictable trap of relational elements at play. And it's simply not giving, it's a wreck. It's a sweltering wreck, yet in the midst of the disorder and recriminations, Chrisean Rock pursues an amazing choice that sends shock waves through the tattle factory. In spite of their rough history, she decides to remain close by figuratively, and in a real sense. In a strong move, she reports her aim to move once more into Blueface's home, taking her kid with her. The prior week was secured. Man, what I mean, we had a lot fun together. That's so fun, like it was amusing. A choice causes a stir and touches off a new rush of hypothesis among fans and pundits. The same in an Instagram story that resounds across virtual entertainment stages. Chrisean Rock divulges her best course of action with unashamed candor. She proclaims her aim to abandon her own home and migrate to Blueface's home, flagging a representative compromise with her grieved ex-accomplice. The word gets out far and wide, evoking a blend of interest, mistrust, and judgment from spectators. Like how you spend like 4 hours on the call, one like we be on the telephone, so lengthy, yet not every person is satisfied with Chrisean. Striking statement. WACK 100 never need to avoid debate, burns through no time in voicing his objection in delegated remark. Via web-based entertainment, he gives an admonition to Cyan, clarifying that her choice to move into Blueface's home isn't without outcomes. We'll see about this. That is my home. He didn't let you know, he declares with a blend of ire and authority. It's an intense declaration of possession and an obvious sign that strains among WACK and Chrisean are a long way from settled. The adventure unfurls the lines among the real world and hypothesis, obscure, filling uncontrolled tales, and guess an estimate that Chrisean's choice to move in with Blueface is an essential move to collect compassion and backing in the midst of the strife of his lawful difficulties. Others recommend hazier intentions, indicating ulterior thought processes and secret plans hiding underneath the surface. And I thought, like when you go to prison, you realize I was about to resemble okay, cool, extraordinary. However, at that point, in the midst of the twirling vortex of tattle and prattle, one thing stays clear: the fight among CRA and Rock. And WACK 100 gives no indication